chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really gonna run up the money. I'm Carl Lewis, really running the best. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Calm moving through these hoovers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef, bigger the problem, bigger the be one of the all in the same. Broke at the end of the month, Flow Joe, kill mo, run it up, keep clean. Never let them touch, fits like temper tantrums. Come back that up, all in the club, and bring all your girlfriends. Girl hopping up about a pearl. Louis speed bag glued to her wrist. She was getting paid. She ain't think a thing, but she was thinking slay. We blade thicker than a snigger bag. Talking about she don't come with no baggage. Y'all in her bag, I probably should. I'm really just running for money. I'm Love Flow Joe chasing a check. I'm really.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Trey Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop. On second down, here's Jackson. A dump off for Dixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On third down, that's Adams. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Ross on the return. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's got some space here. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither would they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Detroit!
A first carry now for Alex Collins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They'll run on 1st down. Adams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Collins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Malik Jefferson did a lot of that at the University of Texas. Run down ball carriers and put them on the ground. And he played inside linebacker a lot while he was at UT. I like him better outside. A weak side linebacker protected by a defensive line. Let him run, chase, and hit, and you'll get plenty more plays just like that.
Third and goal, Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A nice gain of 21 yards. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, gets stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Dalton here from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Over here, yes. There you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Get ready for something coming left. Heavy, 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 heavy.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. First and 10 for Dalton. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
On the ball. There you go, 368.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone. And it'll bring up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Big super toe.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
To throw on second down. Jackson is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. On third down, Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Now here's Ross. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And out now, here come the Bengals. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are in for 6. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And the Ravens taking the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Right back to Dixon. And some room to roam now. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
It looks way too easy right now. 2 carries, 2 straight first down runs. The eyes are carrying the legs to the proper hole, but they're being created by an offensive line that has the leverage game going for them right now. Lower than the defensive front, creating space, and he's finding it in a big way. Gotta love what they're doing on offense right now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Jordan Willis in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Go on the ball.
They go play action here on 1st down. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up the first one.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
368! Move!
Second down, Dalton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Detroit!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Jackson on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So we've reached... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go 368. They go 368. They go 368.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
368.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton going up top. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey. Nice. 368. 368.
Play action here with Dalton. And Eifert has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Dalton to his big target, Eifert for the Cincinnati first. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Escaping the pressure right. Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders. And they're rolling.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a handoff running off tackle right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Dalton operating in the red zone now. His throw incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dalton sets up play action. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Bullock out now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Second down, Jackson steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Williams there defensively to break that one up.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing on 3rd and long. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
There you go, 368.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Dalton off play action. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Now Jackson. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Carlos Dunlap in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st down, they go with Dixon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. Adams. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On target over the middle of Hill. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And the pitch goes to Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
On the ball! On the 368!
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
368! Nice.
Dalton now to pass. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Suggs. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, When they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Jackson, his pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Detroit!
3rd and goal, Jackson. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Geno Atkins in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, get ready for something coming left. Five-oh.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Over here. You're good. Heavy.
2nd down, Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Leopard!
After the interception, here's Jackson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Chris Baker in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 15.
Detroit!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep open. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his first career NFL touchdown. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. The Ravens just 1 for 3 last year on 2-point conversion attempts. And they'll try one here.
Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson to throw, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack here. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
A handoff to Mixon, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the one with the ball.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Second and 10. Dalton once more. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
368! On the ball! Side.
Dalton wants to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. back out now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Carlos Dunlap in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Geno Atkins in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got room. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to win this football game. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts. They want to make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
Here's a give to Mixon. And a short gain down to about the 33. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
On the ball! On the ball!
Not running. Colton wants to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. They'll run with Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is fine.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Geno Atkins in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit!
One last shot for Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.